Hello everyone. This is one of the auspicious occasions that all of us who are a part of ICPA family have gathered together thanks to technology of today. On 13th of March, ICPA was born and established as a company. It has been 50 years since that day, and it is a great landmark for all of us and surely a reason for celebration. 13th of March will now be celebrated as Founders Day. I would like to invite Mrs. Ava Damani for the welcome speech.
Dear colleagues, families, friends and kids, thank you all for being here with us on the occasion of Founders Day, when we celebrate our past and inspire our future. For the last 50 years, ICPA has had a profound impact on pharma business. We aspire to excel and create a remarkable impact over the years ahead. Due to COVID, we are unable to celebrate this event with full gusto, but I'm sure this year marks the day which we will celebrate for years to come. With this, I would like to raise the curtains and let the celebrations begin. Welcome you all.
Thank you, madam. So, friends, I am sure there will be many, including me, who are unaware of the historical past of ICPA. So, let's move through the journey of ICPA right from 1972 onwards.
"1972 was a year that saw great events happening across the world. In India too, 1972 was a significant year. The events of that year influenced and impacted us for years to come. This was also the year where a young man working for Joffrey Manners took over company from Mr. Saroj N. Bansali and decided to venture on his own. He hardly had any financial support. All he had was the unconditional faith and support of his family. Relying on sheer self-determination to achieve big things in life, that young man went ahead and bought an old company. Those were the times when every company ventured into mainline pharma. But going against the tide, he treaded on a revolutionary path and decided to launch dental products. Dentists in those days were engaged in just extraction and basic procedures with almost no products that they could prescribe. The product he offered to the dentists, Thermoseal, was a novel concept. Meeting the dentists who were so rare then and convincing them about the product was actually like teaching them. An uphill task by all means. Of course, a few dentists of the time understood the concept concept and went on to selflessly encourage and guide the young man. Today, many of them are stalwarts in their own field. With their support and blessing, products like Hexidine mouthwash, which had never existed earlier, were introduced. A big change took place in ICPA in terms of ownership, where Rohit Gulabchand Mehta took the reins of the entire company. From a simple partnership firm, ICPA moved on to become a private limited company. With this taken care of, he now had the freedom to convert his vision into reality and make ICPA grow the way he had always envisaged. By now, the company was no longer a small establishment. It was growing rapidly with more and more employees joining in. This was the time to pave way for the new generation. Abha and Hiral joined in as helping hands for the father. The valuable suggestions and inputs from Mr. Tandon, the marketing director of Glaxo, and Dr. R.B. Smarta helped Rohit Gulabchand Mehta transform his company into a business which is totally professional and committed to its vision. In 2006, ICPA once again chose to tread the path hitherto unknown. It went ahead and launched a novel product range that caught the fancy of the people related to it. Thus, the Plakoff range was launched keeping in mind the increasing awareness of oral hygiene and the growing demands of dentists for better products. ICPA went on a modernization spree, and the factory was now at par with international standards to be export ready. In late 2000, the other mainline pharma companies too realized the importance of this segment, and quite a few of them entered with their own brands and products. In 2018, ICPA reached a long-awaited milestone by crossing the 100 crore annual turnover. With more than 600 employees in ICPA, we cover more than 100,000 doctors and distribute products across the nooks and corners of India through a well-established network of more than 1,000 stockists, so that each and every dentist is able to take care of their patients. The journey is not over and will continue for years to come.
It was great to know about the encouraging milestones achieved by our Honorable MD Sir, Mr. Rohit Mehta. Now it's time to hear from the founder himself. Mr. Rohit Mehta Sir has been the pillar of guidance and advice which has steered ICPA to where it is now. So please welcome Mr. Rohit Mehta Sir.
Sir, let me start off with, I would like to take you back to 1972. How was the beginning? Tell us about it.
Very simple. Like any other journey, started with a ticket and ICPA bag.
Okay.
The ticket was a Joe's and the bag was the Pride.
Okay.
The office was just an ambience. Used to be respect the what is my offering, which was always there inside the bag. Okay. The initial days were built up by the old my employees. Okay, and who really nurture the ICPA.
How many employees you had in 1972? Around how many employees would you be? Two employees, okay. But that's how you started the journey.
Yeah.
Okay, and then later on what happened? You did some experimentation.
Yeah, and then we started our journey that way. Okay, and then the lot of experiments started, lot of learning from the customer, and exactly, really, what is that you would like to offer to the customers? Not that only just selling, but including the purchase, the productions, the logistic, and even the understanding how what is the business looks like.
Was it a totally smooth journey or it had its own roller coaster?
The business is never a straight line. Okay. Business is never a straight line. It was more failure and failures, and then the success came.
Okay, so these were the experimentations.
There was a lot of experimentations.
Okay.
And a lot of the product realignment or the product rationalizations also happened during those periods.
Okay.
Some experimentation in pharma products, and then which has been dropped also.
Okay. So a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you meet people who were like-minded that time, associates? How was their contribution to?
I would say I was very lucky to have great association of many people. Like as you said, the journey you meet many people.
True.
But you spot only the people who is going to be with whom you are comfortable with.
True.
But here I was very lucky to have a right kind of people with me. And those who could see that yes, it is going to be a tough things, but ICPA is prepared for it, and they will be able to make it.
Okay. Almost you have completed 50 years, right? Starting from 1972. Did your belief and philosophy changed, or it has remained the same? I think today you have more than 600 employees. So the philosophy has remained same, and if it was, what was the philosophy?
So starting from scratch and building up to 600, okay, it also starts by itself.
Okay.
That means a great belief was in the people. And when you have belief in the people, naturally you are supposed to take some kind of the risk on it. So you had a lot of freedom were given, free hands were given to them. And in the interns they really work their best.
Okay.
And that's how this company could build up those strong pillars from year to year or from the decade to decade.
Okay, and today you are present in almost 21 countries. You have become almost a multinational. This philosophy also serves in your future?
It was not just only the freedom to the people, also at the times were required, there were the failures also, the people were. So the holding hand also was equally going simultaneously of the people, those who required to be trained, those who required to be nurtured, etc. So both the mantras were both give the free hand and even hold the hand also.
If required. Okay. How do you see were great luminaries that time when you entered into dental? You must have met a lot of eminent personalities. How was their contribution?
Not only in the dental in the dental, of course, people like Dr. Sankolkar, Dr. Lele, in the FDA, people like Mr. Rajadaksha. The later part came the Dr. Sanba. Then in the marketing we had people like Dr. Smarta and of course the great person like Mr. B. Tandon. They were the pillar of these organizations. They have given the kind of the directions or they have given the kind of the value or advice which is still the part of the company.
Okay. Moving from here, tell us about your personal life. As you said, you started this company from a scratch. So, did your personal life get affected?
It was just not the ticket.
Okay.
It was a permission also.
It was a permission of the house. Lady of the house. Okay. Tell us
Without
something.
the permissions, I don't think it would have been.
And how did they take your taking risk capability? How did they react to it? Did they support you? How was the family reaction to it?
They have accepted the whatever. They have kept their wants and means so minimum, so there were not much reaction when the failure came also. And there were not much of the over enjoyment when the success came also.
Okay.
So now today also at the end of the 50 years, it is a part of the journey still continues.
Okay. Were you able to devote time to your daughters? How did they were young that time? How did they take it?
It was a great time to take them to the in the night, take them to on the scooter and see that they really enjoy the scooter drive. And of course, when they grown up, they wanted to be left on their own.
So,
and that's true even today.
Okay. Every businessman has some unique habit which is very typical to him. What about you? Do you have some habit which you have kept right throughout?
A simple habit was there right from the beginning, because as you know, the Gujus are well conscious of their resources.
True.
Okay. And I used to make a note of all those small things in my diaries.
Okay.
All those small things in the diaries. And these are all preserved somewhere in the
Oh, you
office.
still have them?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I will have my customers right from the 74. I might have seen, I have probably the full list with me.
Okay.
And because of these small habits, I think today this company has built up in the Department of Quality Control, Quality Assurance. And now we are looking into that technological advancement in terms of SAP and ERP package. So it's nothing else but entrepreneur resource management.
Okay. Tell us about your daughters who have also become a part of the company and they are now handling leading areas of your company. After they joining, how have been your hands strengthened? How it has been?
They are setting a new bar now.
Okay, they have
success.
Okay.
So they are in their own field. They know how to, to really make the new standards. How to go in terms of the management part of it, and how at the same time to give the same mantra continuous of the giving the free hand and the holding of the hands.
Okay, so the basic philosophy still continues.
Still continues, whether it is domestic or whether it is international.
Okay, and new generation has been able to get more technologically advanced and.
Oh yeah, that's our strength. That has become our strength in this COVID time.
Now you are also a grandfather. How do you see that generation as now? How will when they come in? How will
it's
that?
difficult to cope up with them. I have my doubts whether I will be able to match them anytime.
Okay. Sir, you started in 1972 and currently we are in 2021. Almost 50 years have gone. How do you see the next 25 years?
It will be great. Of course, today's time is very volatile, very uncertain. The war is going on. Of course, but peace will prevail in the time to come. And the technology will take this company much ahead as it is we have become the Indian multinational, and we proposed, I think we'll be more known in the Indian multinational in the coming years.
So we have seen the world getting digital. How is ICPA taking this into account?
From selling one-to-one to the digital to the masses is going to be really the word of the tomorrow. Pharma industry has been, till today, the history was you select your 10 customers, 20 customers and prepare your campaign accordingly. I think the time has come to look into everything.
Okay.
Look into the much broader, much bigger number of customers. You start thinking of 30,000 customers, 40,000 customers.
So it changes the outlook from...
changes the outlook. So how you can reach to them, how you can make your message as vibrant, as viral as possible.
Okay.
And we are lucky that we have such a experts and both scientifically and digitally, Dr. Raju Gupi, who has been taking up very seriously this digital our program in the fastest speed as possible.
Okay. Is this happening, as you said, you are a MNC, so it is being taken up across the world, or it is only...
We have started with domestically, plus few countries we have started.
Few countries have started.
We have gone into West African countries, we have gone into the some of the Middle East countries. Now we will start with many more countries now. The African countries also we have started.
You started African countries. Okay. Every company has CSR as one of the commitment they make towards the society. Tell us more about ICPA, how ICPA has...
ICPA has been part of the CSR program. We have another trust called Get Well Soon Trust.
Okay.
That name itself suggests beautifully. In fact, this Get Well Soon came in the picture. We were trying to design what should be our cage cover of the samples. The most of the cage covers are usually have your brand name, etc. But our cage cover had only Get Well Soon logo on it.
Mnemonic.
And it were appreciated by much more. So that gave us the name that could be our CSR program.
Okay.
Get Well Soon program. So wherein we have taken two activities. One is medical and second is education or skill development.
Okay.
And we are trying to work on it very seriously from this year, our own activity rather than through any other trust.
I've been also told that ICPA is very involved in no tobacco campaigns.
Yeah, we have been working
Tell us more about it, sir.
We have been working on this no tobacco days for last more than 6 years. And our campaign has been going very well on those very specific dates, etc.
Before closing this interview, what message would you like to give to all the people who are hearing you?
See, the message is very simple. Today, the slogan is for the vision for the healthy future.
Right, vision for healthy future.
I think the time has come to relook into it.
One last question before we close. What would be your word of advice among the audience? There will be many people who may have their friends or relatives aspiring to be entrepreneur. What will be your advice to them?
See, our Prime Minister has also started for the new entrepreneurs all kind of the facilities and other things. I think I have started it right from the 72 onwards, and that will continue probably in time to come. So, my advice to all the family members over here: please give free hands to the people, those who have inclination towards the entrepreneurship, and see that they will become something great in the time to come. Please support them, guide them, and give them a free hand.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words and the nostalgic lane on which you took all of us. Thank you very much, sir.
Hi, I am Arunava.
Hello everyone, I am Shrishti.
We are at our ICPA corporate office, Andheri, Sahar Road.
few of you have visited our corporate office, but most of you have not. So we'll take you through our corporate office.
So let us go through our corporate office.
As you all are aware, we had invited entries for various competition for all of you and your family members. I am glad many of you took special time and interest to design your entries for this competition. Now it's time to announce the prize winners and congratulate them for the splendid work they had done and send it to us. I would like to announce the prizes for the employees whose family members or they have won the prize. So in different categories it is. In the category of painting, it is Deepak Bhai Chauhan. Eknath Thakre. In category of dance, it is Sukhvinder Singh and Naveen Kumar. In singing, it is Ghanasam Jinjala, Anand Kumar Chaudhary. At this juncture of the function, I would like to invite Mrs. Hiral Chheda to deliver the vote of thanks from the management.
On the 50th anniversary of our founding, I would like to thank each and every member of the ICPA family for making today's occasion a grand success and even more for walking this long journey with us. Amazing talent was displayed by you and your family, and I applaud the effort of each and every participant. Mr. Mehta's inspiring words have enlightened us once again, and with deep sense of appreciation, I would like to thank him for being the torch bearer and showing us the light always. Many thanks to each one of you who have worked tirelessly for putting up this grand show, and I hope to see you all soon, same time next year at Founders Day 2024.
Thank you, madam. It was a great day and a feeling of immense joy that all of us could gather together and celebrate Founders Day. But I am sure that next year will be even better, and we will be planning this day on a larger scale. Till then, thank you very much, and see all of you back next year to celebrate Founders Day 2023. We'd like to end this day with a beautiful song by Saili.